break every rule in this dumb code of conduct.
It is the Morning Mayhem on TransAfricaRadio.
Let's stick it to the man.
Hi, this is LSG from Gogo Music. Just had a dope interview with Thabang Mashile on the Morning Mayhem on TransAfricaRadio.
Some amazing tunes right here on TransAfriCaradio. Dark Moments. Say LSG to remember Clara Hill on this one. Number track is called The Circles. My goodness, this track. Oh my goodness, bro. You see when they talk about a song that touches you in the right places. My fam, the song in Sandcastle.
Yeah.
Oh my mans. Anyway, 10 minutes past 10 o'clock Central African time. It is the third and final hour of the show. Hashtag School of House, and thank you so much for tuning in. And of course, for choosing us over the rest in the building. We've got the world-renowned house music producer. Is actually from RJ in South Africa. He goes by the name of Say LSG. Now, one thing quite interesting about this guy is that he went on to actually study electrical engineering at the University of Wits. Well, Wits University to put it that way. But then, music was just a calling for you, you know?
Yeah.
You decided, nah, this electrical thing is just not working for me.
Well, it really wasn't working, you know. I didn't just decide. It actually wasn't working. And yeah, so I had to do something else, you know, and I fell into music.
You fell into music? And
yeah, I'm still doing it.
My mans. And one thing that I also hear is that you actually went on to Soul Candy.
Yes.
That's where you actually studied how to actually do music production and everything like this, you know? And how was, like, I want to understand from you, how was the response from your parents? Because now you leaving this good paying job, you know?
Good in inverted commas. Well, I mean, like, for me, I didn't do so well in my second year, you know. So when I was excluded, I had to decide what to do with the year that I had. You know, like Vets gives you a year, or most universities. So they give you a year to think about what you want to do. And then come back the following year to kind of start again. You know? So during that year, there was supposed to be a gap year.
Oh.
And my parents were like, well, you're not sitting at home doing nothing. Yeah, like, so do something. What do you want to do? And I knew I wanted to do music. It was just a thing that, you know, I had to not really put it out there. Like, So then I went to Soul Candy, did a year there, did 2 years again studying sound engineering at ASC.
Yeah.
And then,
and then you went on to actually study 2 years at the Southern African, not the Southern African Conference. You actually went on to the Sound Engineering School, the Academy of Sound Engineering School. You did 2 years there, you know?
I did 2
and
years
I'm sure you actually enjoyed the years that you spent doing sound than you did doing your electrical engineering.
Definitely. I mean, otherwise I wouldn't be here, you know? Those were kind of the very solid basis where my music production skills were like, you know, started, you know, basically. So the Soul Candy thing and the Academy of Sound thing really helped me a lot. In getting my sound to at least the beginning, you know, to start.
Now, weren't your parents like eager for you to actually go back to electrical engineering?
I mean, they've been trying to get me to do anything. You know, as long as.
Also, they were supportive of anything that you wanted to do.
Not like they've been trying to get me to do anything that pays. You know, like when are you getting a job? Like, when are you? You know, is this music thing really working or not? But yeah, man, they haven't been like completely awful. You know, they've been quite supportive. I think they understand it now. Yeah. Because it's been a while since I've started. I mean, I went to Vets in 2006. Yeah. And left in 2008. So I mean, it's been about 9 years since I left. Yeah.
Wow, man! And how's actually been the transition from you? Like, didn't you find it quite difficult from the basis of electrical engineering, like mathematics, like heavy stuff, man? All of a sudden, it's like, you know, like it's a breeze, man. You know, like it's like you're breathing out here.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's not as simple. You know, there is a substantial amount of work and knowledge that goes into producing this kind of music. But obviously, the industries are different. I think whatever I studied at Vets really helped me to deal with other things. I'm not necessarily doing electrical engineering, but there's a lot of stuff that I learned and how to carry myself, how to be disciplined and, you know, focus in what you want to do. And I think nothing's ever lost, you know. You lose something, but it leads you to something else. Yeah.
Definitely, for sure. I've got CLSG in the building. Any questions I might have for the brotherman, simply WhatsApp us on +27 7925 44329. Right now, I'm about to bless you with one of my favorite jams from the album. And of course, the album dropped today.
Digital stores, and actually today on iTunes, it's the #1 dance album in the country. So which is great, you know. So yeah, people gotta check it out. So LSG, Moving Circles.
Man, this album, like, I've been listening to this album for a very long time. I went to your listening session. I listened to the album. I got the album exclusive from you.
Yeah.
And a cousin of mine actually came to my place. He had the album. He took it. Like you say, LSG. I can't say.
Oh, wow.
Man, nah, you're gonna have him for an interview on Friday. So hey, man, but he took the album from me. But hey, man, I gotta say, man, great job.
Thank you.
Great job. And I was at your listening session, and I gotta say, great job, my man. It's like fantastic job. Like, I'm proud to be a South African just from this album.
Yes.
Shout out to you, brother.
No, thank you.
Like, we see the
so
work,
much.
man. We see the work. Right now, here's music brought to you by LSG. Team up with Ayanda Chia. One of my favorite jams from the album. The name of the track is called The Sandcastle. My goodness. This track. Ooh, my friend. 15 minutes past 10 o'clock Central African time. # School of House.
TransAfrica
You
Radio.
don't understand what the song does to me, man. Like, you know when you don't understand what a song does to you? I don't know, man. Like, I literally don't understand. Woo, man. No, not allowed.
No, thank you, brother. Thank you.
Boy,
thank
you're
you.
doing a fantastic job, yo. 20 minutes past 10 o'clock Central African time. # School of House. My name is Thabang Mashile, and of course, in the stew, we've got Lesego Sefako,
Yes.
Man, like, please tell me, like, from Lesego Sefako, I understand the LSG part.
Yes.
But say, what made you come up with that name?
I mean, like, if you're a Lesego, like, LSG would automatically become your nickname,
Sure.
So I figured there would be a couple of LSGs, along the way. I just needed something like before the name, and I didn't want to just say DJ LSG, so I just came up with this. And this was like second year, so I was very young, and I'm stuck with it.
Oh yes. But I know it sounded very proper. Femzo, please let's talk about Sandcastle, dog. Like, can we just talk about that track right there? Even saw the music video, it's looking fantastic, man.
Thank you.
Very, very crisp. Like, everything, like, dude.
Yeah, the video was done in connection with the German embassy and VWSA because of VW being a German band, and I'm on a German label, So the relationship started from there. And we just shot another video as well for the second video for Zano's single. Yeah.
Man, I heard that song for the first time.
Still coming out. So
Shucks. This album, man. This album right now is the best house album we have in the country right now, without a shadow of a doubt. I've listened to most albums. Yes, they're very good. I'm not disputing that fact. But this album, man.
Thank you.
Dog, you're doing a fantastic job, boy. Like, doing a stellar job. Now, one thing I also learned about you is that while you were on your ranks, now there was a music conference that you actually attended back in 2008. You know, that really actually changed your life. You know?
It did.
You came across the likes of DJ Christos, who actually became your mentor, and through him you met Ralph Gum. You know, and so how was the relationship been? Between you and DJ Christos, my man.
I mean, everything happened by chance. I met Chris after winning the DJ competition for SAMC. And he kind of took me under his wing. We started gigging together, taking me to his gigs, and he would give advice as well, on how to carry yourself in the industry, things to do and things not to do. And Chris introduced me to Ralph, like you mentioned. And we've been friends with Ralph since 2010. So it's been it's been quite a long relationship now, man.
So now, like, even him signing you under his label was not a train smash. Because
no, it wasn't.
You guys have actually been friends for a very long time.
It happened like kind of naturally. I started doing remixes on the label, and my first single as LSG with Brian Temba was on the label. So
I think it was Sex in the.
It was Sex in the City. Actually,
was the first track.
Was the first one. So All I Am was the second single on Google. And I'm still on the label.
Man, there's another track, All I Am. Well, I can't get enough of this track. I know it's not on the album, but hey, man, like, we gotta play this track, Fibs.
Dope,
please,
dope,
man.
dope. Well, for sure. Let's
please. And at your listening session out there at Braamfontein, during your mix, you played a song. Everybody went crazy. Everybody. I was in my corner right there, and I literally stood up, boy, like, I was going crazy by myself. I like the song, Brian Temba with Kafele. And I see here on the album as well, you featured Kafele as well.
Yeah.
Wow, so you're a big fan of Kafele.
No, I am. I mean, Kafele plays horns on a lot of songs on the album, on our albums, myself and Ralph. and he's a very good friend of ours. I don't think we'll ever have a go-go music album without Kafele on it, you know. He's that guy, you know. Yeah.
He's that go-to guy.
Yeah.
Definitely, for sure. 24 minutes past 10 o'clock Central African time. Sir LSG is in the Morning Mayhem. Hashtag School of House. WhatsApp us any questions on +27 7925 44329. Oh my goodness, man. It's still a hit even today, my fam. So 27 minutes past 10 o'clock Central African time. Sir LSG on this one. Team up with Brian Temba. And of course, the Cafe. The name of the track is called Oh I Am. Sounding very, very nice. I absolutely love this jam. And of course, right now in the studio, we've got Sir LSG. Any questions you might have for the brother man, come through. And of course, WhatsApp us on +27 7925 44329. Now, I've got a WhatsApp text here coming through from Temba Mtimbane. And Temba comes through and says that one thing that I also know about Sir LSG is that he was actually part of a group back in the days.
Yeah, I was part of a group called Hood Natives.
Oh, yeah.
This was from 2008 until 2011.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Man, and then what happened to that group?
I mean, like, the group is still there. I had to leave, you know, to do my own thing.
Yeah.
So from 2011, the end of 2011, only then did I start my own solo career.
Sure.
Yeah.
Sure.
I mean, the guys are still there. Yeah.
Are you still affiliated with those guys? They're still
no,
doing
not
work
really.
together?
Like, I mean, like me leaving wasn't so nice, you know, like when I left. So we kind of just decent with each other. But we don't really work.
I mean, it happens.
It happens, man. It's life.
It's just life, man. You know, it's like, for sure where they are, like, they're angry, like, this guy's blowing up now.
Oh, no, man. Don't say that.
This guy's blowing up now. And we're out here starving.
Oh, no, man.
Nah, I'm sure that's not the case, though.
No,
probably wherever they are, they also...
I think they're
right,
yeah,
you know?
No, they're
right.
good.
Now, Femzo, like, one thing that I also want to understand about you is that you went on to specifically, you know, craft and master the craft of soulful house music, you know? And you're not just a house music producer, you know? You are a soulful house music producer, you know what I mean?
Yes.
And when I listen to your music, there's a whole lot of soul in there, you know?
Yeah.
And it speaks with the inner you type of person. What influences you to actually do that kind of music, man?
I don't know. I think it's the different influences, you know, that I have from jazz to soul to a bit of classical as well. You know, I've got all of those influences, but I'm still a house guy, so I still want to be, you know, under the house umbrella, even though I'm doing a soulful part of it. You know? And I mean, that's what I like. You know, I can't really imagine myself doing anything else. Yeah.
So now, if you're not doing house music, well, probably electrical engineer was going to be the one thing,
I mean, if I hadn't failed, maybe, but I don't know. I don't know. You never know with these things. You never really know if you don't take a chance where whatever the decision might lead you. Yeah, but I'm very happy to be doing this.
Now, Femzo, looking back at your career, and of course, since you started back in 2006, you know,
yes,
2008 was actually probably like the biggest breakthrough in your life,
yes,
you know.
Yeah.
For someone that also doesn't know other breakthroughs that you actually had in your life, can you actually mention to us some of your biggest breakthroughs that you actually had in your career?
Yeah, I mean, like the one with the group was really quite difficult. You know, leaving something that you've also been a big part of building and having to start your own career. Another time, I think Hood Natives was quite was on the rise, you know, as a group. And it was very difficult for me to start over from nothing. For me, that decision alone, I thought it was going to be impossible, but it was actually one of the best decisions that I've ever made. And another thing was to meet Ralph-Gam, you know, which also happened by chance. But I don't know where I would be releasing my music if it wasn't on Gogo. And I've never had issues with the label. Like, I've never had a thing of do this kind of music or don't do this. I've always had the freedom to do anything that I wanted. And that's what I liked about the label.
And that's exactly what you want.
That's exactly what you want. You know, you need the label that supports what you want to do, you know, and not really try to dictate what you should sound like, what you should be like, or whatever, you know. So I think those kind of moments were very important junctures in my life.
Very, very, very cool, man. Like, I respect Ralph-Gam, you know, and right now I actually consider him as a South African citizen because
he is.
He's been out here for a very long time, man. Like, I think even Kitchener's is like probably his second home there, you know?
Yeah.
Doesn't he own Kitchener's?
No, hey, if we own Kitchener, I'm sure we'll be doing parties every week.
I think you should buy it.
No, I mean, like, I don't think we're into that kind of business, you know. But I mean, Kitchener's is a very dope venue.
Sure.
It's a very dope, intimate venue, and that's what I like about it. It's not huge. One moment it's so full inside the dance floor.
Sure.
The next moment people are going out taking breaks, and that's what we like about the venue too. It's a very special venue for us.
It's very intimate, man.
Yes.
Very, very intimate. 32 minutes past the 10 o'clock Central African time. And right now, I'm about to bless you with like the second track from the album. It's actually called Memories. On this one, he also featured Kafele and of course Jaden Vader. You know,
Yes.
man, please tell us about this track, yo.
Oh yeah, so I started the song with Kafele in mind, and he wrote the whole song, and we just thought of, no, how about we do a duet of somebody who sounds very similar to Kafele.
Oh yeah.
Just to add a texture, you know. And Jaden Vader, we've been talking about doing collaborations as well, and it made sense to have the two of them on one, because they sound so similar, but they're all kind of different in their own way, you know. And that's how the song came about.
Man, this guy is teaming up with Jaden Vader. Hey, levels, but that's what they say in course. Man, I've got so much respect for you. LSG is in the building. What's up, us? Any questions I might have for the brethren on +27 7925 44329.
Why do we stay?
I'm like wondering, where does this guy actually source his talent from? Like, who's that one person that actually inspires you to actually shift in this kind of direction when it comes to production?
I mean, talent-wise, if you check on the album, there's a lot of musicians there, you know. Like, so it's not a one-man show.
Sure.
It's very much a collaborative album, you know. Like, I've got Thandin Tuli, who's a co-producer on the album. Simphiwe Kula, Sims from the Muffins. Plays guitar on almost all the songs on the album, you know. So it's a team effort, you know.
Sure.
But I mean, I've got artists that I really listen to, especially at the moment currently. I enjoy seeing or hearing young South African artists who are bringing something fresh to the game, and not necessarily house. Like, I'm talking jazz, like Thandin Tuli, Zoe Mudiga, or Benjamin Jefta. Those kind of make of artists really inspire me to do my own thing in my own way, you know, even if we are in different scenes. Yeah,
definitely, for sure. Now, one thing I also know about Thandin Tuli is that our boss lady out here, she goes by the name of Businduli, and Thandin Tuli is actually her sister.
Oh wow.
Yeah, so she's also been out here, and of course she even sent us.
Like it explained, like we were listening to the album yesterday, and she's like, you know, TransAfrica, no, I can get you an interview. I'm like, oh, is that easy? Okay, now it explains.
Right. She's sisters with the boss lady from actually out here. So she's well connected, I gotta say. And of course she was once here, and of course she did an interview, and of course she also dropped us a young job, and this is what she had to say.
Hi, my name is Thandin Tuli, and you are listening to TransAfricaRadio. One voice, one Africa.
Definitely, for sure. 38 minutes past 10 o'clock Central African time. We've got LSG in the building. Now, brother man, you're actually born out there in Mafikeng, you know? How's been the transition from Mafikeng to Johannesburg? Because this is where the hustle is, you know? Whether you like it or not, Johannesburg is where the hustle is. No matter how much you actually try and actually push wherever you're from, but you are bound to actually be here and be out here because everything is just close out here, you know? So how's been the transition for you, brother?
I mean, it's been 11 years now, so I'm very much a Joburg person, you know, as much as I am a Mafikeng person, you know. It's two different towns, you know. Mafikeng is a very small town, but I think the vibe, the club scene in Mafikeng is in a way has much more life than the Joburg inner city.
Is it?
So like if you're doing a deep house gig in Mafikeng, the people that come out and the vibe in general would be kind of more than what I would normally get in central Johannesburg. You know what I mean? But obviously it's different as soon as you go to townships, Pretoria, then things get.
I think people in the hood are just big fans of like deep house music, you know, because that is our scene, you know.
That's where our music lives, you
definitely
know?
Definitely for sure. Because like in all these concrete jungles, not really, man. We just here to push the hustle, man. Now, Famzo, I respect you, bro. Like I highly respect you. Now, for a very long time, brother, man, you've been signed under Go-Go Music. Now, was there actually a point in your life where you decided, you know what, I wanna do or open up my own record label?
No, actually, not yet. I mean, you can't help not thinking about stuff like that.
Sure.
But I mean, for me, running a label is not as easy as people make it up to be. You know, you don't just like go and register a company. Well, you can. You can just register a company and say I've got a record label. But to actually make it work, for me, it doesn't make sense to try and become independent if you don't actually have the capacity. To carry the independence through, you know. So being under a label for me helps me. I can avoid certain things. You know, I can fully focus on my art. And especially when you're working with Ralph Gam, who's a very open person. Things are very transparent. So I don't have the need. I don't, you know, to look over my shoulder to say, oh, are we doing the right thing or what? You know, that part of my business is sorted out, and I can fully focus on my art.
So that you've never thought about opening up your own record label? Well, shout out to you, but man. Otherwise, there's another track that you also did with Carla Preta.
Carla Preta.
I butchered it. I'm so sorry. The track is called Let It Be. Please tell us about this track.
So I met Carla. She's from Chicago and she came to SA in
Levels, boy. Levels, boy. You better recognize, yo.
So she came to Joburg in Jan for a gig. And we met, you know, like we just started talking about doing collaborations. And actually, when the day she came to record, she was leaving that day. So we had an hour or so to record the song. And she came, boom, in an hour, done, you know. But
I mean, I respect you, boy. Less than an hour, you did such a beautiful song.
No, she did. I mean, the music took longer, but I mean, the vocal recording,
Wow. Amazing, boy. Amazing. 42 minutes past 10 o'clock Central African time. # School of House. Hey, the kick is out here, boy.
I know, it's there.
The kick is out here. Like, you know when you're trying to avoid something, like, it's out here trying to catch you, boy. Like, out here doing the most. Boy, what an amazing job. 45 minutes past 10 o'clock Central African time. Moving Circles is out. Go out there, of course, to all digital stores. And catch it out there.
Musical stores from next week as well.
From musical stores as from next week as well. Okay. Yay!
In the country.
They better keep it at number one, man. Please support the homeboy because the homeboy does a stellar job. Now, Femzo, how long have you been working on the album?
It's been 4 years now.
Yeah,
it's been 4 years.
Wow, man, that's a long time.
It's been a long time,
And this is actually your debut album.
This is the debut long album. Play.
And for a very long time, you've actually been that guy who does a lot of remixes. There's another track that I love about you. That I love. It's called Careful Whispers.
Careful Careless.
Careful Careless.
Yeah.
It used to be my background music. Man, there's something about LSG, dog. Like, there's really something about LSG's music. Like, there's something that you do. I don't know what you do, dog. Like, but whatever you do, just keep at it, dog, you know?
Will do.
Just keep at it, my man, you know? Just keep at it. Now, Femzi, we've worked with a whole lot of other people from this album, you know? And now, I'm sure you must be happy, you know, looking at the body of work. Now, is there a specific track that you like? This is my jam from the album.
It's difficult to choose. Like they all changes depending on days. You know, like they change. Like some day I'm feeling this song. But like I would say Arrival featuring Thandin Tuli. Currently I think that's my jam.
Oh, I even heard Ralph Gam.
Even Ralph.
Also his favorite
but
jam.
for me, like it always changes. Like tomorrow I'm feeling this song more than the others. But generally, I think the album works very well as an album, you know, as a body of work. It wasn't just a couple of singles slapped together on a CD. You know, it really works well from first track to the last song, you know.
And how you put it together, my man. How you put Thandin Tuli on the first track and how you put it on the last track as well, you know. Like the synergy, like it's amazing, my man. Like what you did with this album, like. I'm in awe. Like every time I'm in awe. Like I used to have the album, man. I used to listen to it until my cousin came through and of course took it. Like every time I listen to this album, I just appreciated the good work and the quality. More than anything, the quality. You know, like because now you listen to tracks, you listen to house DJs. The quality is no longer there, man. You know, there's something that is missing, you know. Like I don't know what it is. I'm not a music person, but there's something that is missing out there. But with your music, it's complete, you know. Like it's house music, but it's music at the end of the day because now you cover all aspects of music, you know. Like you come in there with everything guns blazing, and for that, my man, shout out to you.
No, thank you.
Shout out to you. We see the work, and right now I'm about to bless you with one of my favorite jams from the album. You feature Zano.
Yes.
The song. What a jam, yo. LSG Tema Zano on this one. What a track! Ooh. Man! I am no. Kudos to you, Mtakapi. What a jam, man!
Thanks, bro.
Remember, the track is called All It Takes. Time now is exactly 10:55, and of course, sadly, it is that time where we need to say our goodbyes. And of course, say LSG. My man, I've been waiting for this opportunity to actually happen, and finally it did happen.
At the right time.
At the right time, you know? At the perfect time, actually, you know? And I'm just glad that we came through, and of course, we had a young listening session. So let us advise people to actually go out there to all musical platforms and actually download the album. Hashtag Moving Circles. The best house album you'll ever buy. Trust me. Because this guy's music doesn't get old, man. Like, you know, talk about music that doesn't get old. Your music doesn't get old, my G. You know, I've been listening to that Kafela track and, of course, that Brian Tema track, you know?
Yes.
Man, even today, dog, like, even today, it's still my favorite jam, you know? But Femzo, shout out to you, man.
No, thank you.
But before I let you go, I have to ask you one important question. Out here at TransAfricaRadio, we play 100% African music. And what are your thoughts when it actually comes to that?
I mean, that's dope, you know. I really think that we need platforms that will showcase different scenes of African music, you know, and not really just focus on a certain scene, on a hip-hop scene when there's hype around it, or focus on a house scene when there's a bit of hype around it. Sure. I think all in all, it's very important for all genres to exist at the same time, and platforms like this are very important for African artists, you know, and big up to the stations.
Thank you very much, my sir. Otherwise, where can people actually catch you on social media, where you're performing this weekend? Give us the juice, man.
So on Twitter it's LSG_SA, Instagram LSG, Facebook fan page LSG. And tonight we're launching the album out in Rustenburg, Rusty Grand Cafe.
Rusty Dusty.
Yeah, no, it's going down. It's going down.
It's gonna be going down indeed, man. Otherwise, what's next for LSG besides the music video that's you're gonna be shooting? Are there any other projects that you're actually working on, or
no?
Right now you're just it's just chill mode. You know?
We just not really like we really focused on pushing the album, you know, and really getting it out there. We believe that it's got the potential to become a really classic album, man. You know, so
this album. Did you say it has the potential? Man, please change your words. This album does not have the potential. It has what it takes to be a classic album.
Thank you.
This is me coming to you, my man. This album is amazing.
No, thank you.
And with this album, I think you're gonna go far, Femzo, and I'm very proud of you, boy.
Thank you so much.
I'm super proud of you, and I'm just glad that you took the decision to actually quit electrical engineering.
I'm glad too.
Thank you very much for actually coming through, Femzo. I'm gonna bless you. They say if it's nice, you play it twice, man, you know? I know I have to play another song from the album, but I realize, no, people have to go to the stores and just get the album, you know? Sandcastle. Man, I'm sorry, but it's my jam, yo. It's my jam, yo. Thank you so much for coming through.
Thank you so much.
Really appreciated it. Otherwise, from me, Thabang Mashile, it's actually a wrap. Thank you so much for tuning in. And of course, for choosing me to actually keep you company between 8 and of course 11 a.m. CAT. I'm back on your radio next week, Monday, right here on TransAfricaRadio.mobi. Have yourselves a wonderful weekend.
This is TransAfrica Radio.